Fuel on, ignition on, me on. Let's crank her up, baby. And away we go. Another little adventure. This time it's a bit of a solo one. Actually, it's not a bit of a solo one, it's a completely solo one. Well, the sun's not far off coming up. It's going to be one cracker of a day. We're going to head the back roads up through Warburton, Reefton, into Eildon, up Skyline Road, into Bonnydoon, Mansfield, and then up into the high country. They always look cool. No shortage of deer up in those hills. This is where some of the biggest deer are probably found, just on the fringe country. Coming into Warburton, I'd normally fill up with fuel here and often with food. There's a couple of good locations to eat in here. 3 Sugars and the bakery at the end of town. It's quite good as well. But I've got probably at least another 300 k's out of this tank, and realistically I've just got to make it to Mansfield, so I should be able to do that quite easily. It's the time, 6:45. I forget it's pretty early. I was going to say the town's pretty quiet. Caravan Park's got a few in it by a look. Warburton Caravan Park. Tell you what, heated grips wouldn't go astray at the moment. The boys are always telling me I should get them. Yeah, so anyway, we'll see how this little machine performs. The 400 is definitely on the lower end when it comes to the other boys' bikes, but yeah, give it a 6 gear. That's its biggest issue. If it had a 6-speed gearbox, this would be a fantastic little bike. But I've managed to stick with the 15 on the front, the 44 sprocket on the back, and that seems to be a pretty good compromise. You've got to clutch it a little bit in some of the steeper, more single track, more gnarly sort of stuff. It's either that or just go a bit harder, but overall it seems a pretty good package. Anyway, let's head off to Reefton. Let the climb begin. This will wear a little bit off the edges of the old D606 on the back. It could do with it, as long as I don't push it too hard. The old knobby should hold on. bike's feeling strong. Definitely worth doing those valves. Definitely feel the edges of that knobby. Okay, off towards Point direction. Still a lot of rub around here. This is me, off to the left, Big River State Forest. Big River Road off to the right, Eildon straight ahead, or to the left. This is why I'm going to go today. Haven't been up this road before, so let's see what it's like. Just cruise on into Eildon. That's not ideal. Flat front tyre. Yep, that'll do it. There's a bit of a dent there. Geez, I didn't really feel it get hit hard, but either way, that's my work for the morning. So I thought I was making a good time. This is how quick things can change. I can quite clearly see the hole. Not sure if that's going to pick it up. Right smack bang there. I have got patches. I might give this a go. I might regret it. I'm going to patch it first and just see if it lasts. Bumping, bumping, bumping. Almost done. Getting a little bit slow at doing this. It's probably taking me about half an hour. Well, it seems to be holding there. I'll check it again when I get into Eildon, which is probably about half an hour ride. That's provided my tyre doesn't go down again. But it seems to be holding there okay. Right, ignition on. Come on, baby. Good girl. Get rid of that. Double check. Hopefully that tyre's going to hold enough. Well, it hasn't gone down in a hurry, so, but we'll find out pretty quick once we start moving. Oop, strap's not on. Righto. Hopefully I haven't forgotten anything. We want Eildon Warburton Road. It's funny, these things always happen to you when you're on your own. So I've got my PLB there. Well, actually it's not a PLB, it's my InReach. I left my PLB at home. I thought I'd take this instead. Cruise on down into Eildon. Oh, it steers a bit better now. Not far off the Eildon-Jamison Road. Now I have not seen a car on the road as yet, but so there's times where you don't think you're going to see something and you get a little bit carefree and you'll come undone. But it's still good fun poking along. She's definitely running well, touch wood. I'm definitely better on the left-hand bends than I am on right-hand bends. Here we go, Eildon-Jamison Road. Thank you very much. Spoke too soon. Tyre is going down. Slow leak. I was hoping I was going to make it into Eildon, but I'll ruin this front tyre if I keep trying to go. I'm just stopping, putting a bit of air into it until I can find a spot I can pull over safely. And I'll have to rip this right off and just double check. Either the patch has let go or I'll need to pull the tyre right off just to check that there's nothing still in the tyre. Oh, yeah. I've got losing all steering now. I've got to pull over soon. Time to have a good look. Yep, one flat tyre. I was hoping it was going to get me into Eildon. You know, it's one of those things, you know, when you do it, you're thinking, oh, I should just change the tube. But my concern was that there might have been still something in the tyre. So I've taken the easy way out, and it's cost me, but nothing dearly. I'm going to be a tight ass. That patch has come off. This time I'm going to have one more go at actually patching it again, because I'm reluctant to use my spare tube unless I absolutely need to. I've got plenty of patches, so I think I'll give it one more go, rough it up a bit better, and actually do it in situ here so I don't have to disturb the tube too much, because it did hold for probably best part of 15-20 k's, and I just don't think it was put on properly. I'm a bit rusty. Let's see how this one goes. Well, that was an eventful couple of hours. I ended up having to put the tube in the spare tube in the front wheel. So I've got no spares now, I've got patches only. So my plan is, so now I'm leaving Eildon. I'm going to go Skyline Road and basically ride the ridge line down into Bonnie-Doon into Mansfield, and hopefully I can get a spare tube in Mansfield. Look, I'll be unlucky, but it's typical when you're on your own. This is what happens. But just as I was changing that tyre, the tube, bloke on a bike pulled up, old Z650 Kawasaki, I think it was a classic old bike. He ended up pulling up to see if everything was alright. We had a chat for about half an hour as I was fixing the tyre. Goes to get on his bike, dead as a doornail. It looks like it hasn't been charging the battery. He's basically been just running on a new battery which he put in yesterday. So it decided to die. So we've had to stash the bike in the bush and basically ride back to Eildon pick him up at battery, any battery that'll fit, and they've ridden back. So hopefully that's the last of the events for the day. Just dropped down off Skyline Road now, heading down. It's a bit of a dirt track down towards Ilden itself, and then we'll follow the road along to Bonnie Doon. Righto, we're going to Bonnie Doon. Well, I didn't realise at the time, but while I was fueling up in Mansfield, I must have broke the lead on my helmet microphone, so there'll be no audio for the rest of the trip. But with about 27 litres of fuel loaded in, I was ready to hit the high country and travel into some magic country. So I'll do my best to animate the rest of the trip and keep you entertained.